And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Pat Swallow's Field here at Livingston Academy as we get ready for this elementary school matchup today between the Wildcats of Overton County, the junior Wildcats of Overton County, and the Redskins of Algood Middle School as they get ready to play for the second time this season. Algood won the first meeting by a final score of 4-2 down in Algood. Now they come back here to Livingston to play in this rematch as they play the home and home series, with the second one being played here at Livingston Academy as the Wildcats defense takes the field here to get this one underway. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events, our first coverage of elementary school baseball. We'll be back. We'll get the starters, and we'll get this game underway here on Overton Events in just a little bit. Just about ready to get this one underway here at Livingston Academy. Is leading off for Algood will be Gabe Alvarez. He'll be followed by Austin Teeters and Kellen Manier for the Redskins. On the mound today for Overton County, Corbin Burns will get the start as he'll throw the first pitch here as we're ready to get this one underway. First pitch of the game going to be just outside and low for ball one to Alvarez. Catching today for Overton County is Brody Threet. At first base is Mark Ogletree. At second base is Colin Dillon, as this one lined right back up the middle. Burns will catch it as he fields it on the line drive right his left foot, and Burns able to get the glove down and snag that line drive, that hot line drive, right back to him, and he's able to make a great catch just on the top of the shoe there to probably save a lot of pain to his foot, but he's able to do so, and now it'll be Austin Teeters stepping in to hit for Algood. His first pitch to him is going to be inside for ball one. As let's do the infield again. At first base, Mark Ogletree. At second base, Colin Dillon. At third base, Frankie Guerrero. And at shortstop, Nathan Raines for Overton County. 1-0 pitch from Burns. Misses outside for ball two to take the count 2-0. In the outfield and left field is Dominic Cook. In center field is Grayson Phillips. And in right field is Kason Kennedy for the Junior Wildcats. The 2-0 pitch from Burns. That one catches the strike zone at the numbers for strike one. So the count goes 2-1 now to Teeters. Algood coached by Kirk Dyer. He's assisted by Matt McDaniel and Chris Swallows. They come in 6-4 on the season. 2-1 pitch. That one just misses inside for ball 3. Take the count 3-1. Overton County 6-3 on the season. They're coached by Chad Burns. He's assisted by Chad Raines, Sherman Garrett, and Mike Smith for the Junior Wildcats. 3-1 pitch on the outside part of the plate for call strike 2 to take the count full now to Teeters. As I don't think he's moved the bat yet, and the count goes full now. So now the 3-2 delivery from Burns. This one grounded to the dugout. Coach Chad Burns just kind of knocks that one away. That's going to sting a little bit as it bounced off home plate down there. Coach Dyer asking him if it hurt a little bit, it looks like, down there. And it caught him around the one, misses outside for ball 4. So the one-out walk given up to Austin Teeters to put him on first base. And Kellen Manier, the left fielder, will bat now. Hitting from the left-handed batter's box as Manier steps in to face Burns for the first time. First pitch to Manier. That's right at the knees for call strike 1. So 0-1 to Kellen Manier. Was smarter this time as we change levels. I did check it's a 5-inning game. Run rule is 15 runs after 4, so you're going to play 4 no matter what. Throw over to first, not in time, as back safely as is Teeters. Manier steps back in. 1-0 pitch from Burns. That one misses low and inside for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. I think I said the 1-0 pitch. It was 0-1. So now 1-1 to Kellen Manier. Burns. 1-1 delivery. That one around the outside part of the plate for call strike 2 on a pretty pitch there away from the left-handed batter. Those long socks on Manier. That's a little old school baseball uniform there. Throw over to first. Not in time again as Teeters back safely. They're dressed in the road black, the red numbers, the white trim, the red socks for Manier, but I think he may be the only one you can see him on. There's another one over there in the dugout with the uniform that way. Burns that way for Overton County with the old look. This one popped in the air on the left side. Third baseman gives chase and foul ground, but unable to get to it is Frankie Guerrero there at third base for Overton County, and it will stay 1-2 to Manier. Steps back in with a runner at first base, 1 out here in the top of the first, just underway. Scheduled to start at 5, a little delay for the umpires getting here. This one grounded foul off the right side. Count stays 1-2. Burns, the right-hander for Overton County. 1-2 pitch. This one a swing and a miss for strike 3 for out number 2 here in the first inning. As Manier will strike out on that Frontier Chevrolet strikeout. And 2 away now. First strikeout of the game for Burns as Nate Meadows will hit now. The left fielder batting in the cleanup spot for the Redskins. First pitch, breaking ball, catches the outside part of the plate for call strike 1. That big curve ball just breaking right over the outside corner of home plate, and the count 0-1 to Meadows. Meadows steps back in. The 0-1 pitch. That one stays inside. Didn't break for him that time, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nate Meadows as he looks down to Coach Dyer in the third base coaching box. The 1-1 pitch. That one misses high for ball 2. Gets away from the catcher. That'll let Teeters move down to second base as Threet unable to leap up and get control of that one. It was ball 2. So 2-1, but On the wild pitch, it will move Teeters down to second base, so a runner in scoring position for Algood, but a swing and a miss there for strike 2 to even the count at 2-2 to Meadows. As he'll step back in. 2-2 pitch, swinging. Oh, he fouled it off. Just got a piece of it there at home plate to stay alive. Fouled it off the end of the bat. The count stays 2-2. Meadows stepping back in. 2-2 delivery from Burns. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back Frontier Chevrolet strikeouts by Corbin Burns to get the final 2 outs of the inning. Algood draws a walk. They strand a runner at second. We're through half an inning. Overton County coming up to bat in just a moment. We move now to the bottom of the first inning as Overton County coming up to bat. Leading off, we number 20, Colin Dillon. He'll be followed by number 9, Corbin Burns, and number 10, Mark Ogletree, due up here in the bottom of the first inning. They'll face on the mound for Algood, Waylon Fowler, the starting pitcher for the Redskins. First pitch from Fowler misses high for ball 1, or did it miss high? I wasn't sure of that signal. I think it may have been a strike. This one fouled off the right side. We're going to go with 0-2, and if anything changes, we'll try to update you with it. It's at the catcher spot today is Miles Swallows for Algood. At first base, Austin Teeters. At second base, Gabe Alvarez. It's 1-1. This one fouled on the right side. In foul ground, we'll take it to 1-2. Now to Dillon. 1 ball, 2 strikes. At shortstop is Luke Colwell. At third base is Lofton Crouch. Around the outfield and left field is Kellen Manier. In center field is Nate Meadows. And in right field, Nathan Dyer. 1-2 pitch fouled off the foot of Dillon there at home plate. And the count will stay 1-2. Colin Dillon plays second base for Overton County as he'll step back in. 1-2 pitch. That one misses high and inside for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Now to Dillon. 2-2 pitch. This one hit foul down toward the Overton County dugout. Bounces off the protective barrier there in front of the dugout. And the count stays 2-2. Fowler on the mound for Algood. As we said, they're 6-4 this season. 2-2 pitch from Fowler. This one hit back up the middle. That's going to be down for a base hit. Dillon with a leadoff single to get the game started for Overton County as he hits it right back over the head of Fowler into shallow left field, rather shallow center field, for a base hit for Colin. And now Corbin Burns, the pitcher, will bat for Overton County as he steps in to hit for the first time today for the Wildcats. Overton County dressed in that all white today, the blue stripe down the side as Burns looks at ball 1. The runner goes, throw to second base is going to be in time. They got him. That's a good throw right there by the catcher, Miles Swallows. It was right on the money. And a pretty tag applied out there by Gabe Alvarez. It'll go 2-4, caught stealing for the first out of the inning on a great throw by Miles Swallows. You couldn't have took it out there and carried it any better and put it right in front of second base. Burns. That one misses away for ball 1. So 1-0 to Corbin Burns. Overton County trying to be aggressive early on, and Swallows shows he's got a great arm. This one hit to the second baseman, lined right to him. He'll make the catch. Will Gabe Alvarez for out number 2. So the line out to second for the second out of the inning. And now Mark Ogletree will bat for Overton County with nobody on and 2 out here in the bottom of the first. No score here between Overton County and Algood. First pitch to Ogletree. This one lined up the middle. That's going to be down for a base hit. Ogletree will hit one into shallow center field for a single. So a couple of hits in the inning for Overton County. Is now coming up to bat the cleanup hitter, Brody Threet. Threet to bat for the first time as he'll hit in the 4 spot for the Junior Wildcats. They're coached by Chad Burns. He's assisted by Chad Raines, Sherman Garrett, and Mike Smith. That curveball didn't break, stays inside, and Threet has to kind of duck out of the way, and the count 1-0 to Brody Threet. Threet stepping back in for the Junior Wildcats. Again, that one misses inside, and it's 2-0. A couple of curveballs that just didn't break back over the plate. It's 2-0 now to 3. 2-0 pitch from Fowler. This one hitting the gap in right center field. That's down for a base hit. Ogletree will round second. Will they send him as Threet going to be in with a stand-up double? Ogletree will hold at third. Third hit of the inning for Overton County as Brody Threet just lines that one in the gap in right center field, and Mark Ogletree moving down to third. So runners in scoring position now for Nathan Raines, the shortstop for the Junior Wildcats, as Raines with a chance to get his team on the board here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Raines. That one misses away for ball 1. So 1-0 to Raines. He'll step back in. 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Back-to-back hits, though, by Overton County. Solid hits in this inning by the Junior Wildcats. That one misses outside for ball 2. Swallows looks the runner back at third. Don't think you're going to make a throw in this situation from home to third. 2-0 pitch from Fowler. This one lined to shortstop. Shortstop up with it. It's going to be a close play, and Raines will beat it out. It'll be an infield single, and Ogletree will come in to score on the RBI single by Nathan Raines. The first run of the game coming in for Overton County as Raines will plate it with the RBI. As Ogletree comes in to score, Threet will move down to third base. Raines at first base, and now a swing and a miss by Dominic Cook batting for Overton County. He wears number 13. Quickly Rains moving down to second base. Uncontested stolen base there for Nathan Rains. The 0-1 pitch. That one catches the outside part of the plate for call strike 2. So 0-2 to Cook as he'll step back in. The 0-2 pitch from Fowler. Call strike 3. Got him looking on that one, but a pretty good start for the junior Wildcats as that is out number 3 for Overton County. They get 4 hits in the inning. They strand a couple. They score a run. We're through 1 complete. It is Overton County 1, Algood nothing. We move now to the top of the second inning as due up for Algood. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Miles Swallows, to be followed by Waylon Flower and Luke Colwell. Due up for the Redskins. First pitch, going to miss outside for ball 1 to Swallows. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley and Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Cooper Recycling, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, and B&R Metals. Good catch out in right field by Kason Kennedy for Overton County for the first out of the second inning. As that fly out to right field, Kennedy moving over to his left near the line to make the catch for out number 1. And now Waylon Fowler will bat for Algood. Fowler batting for the first time. Curveball stays high for ball 1. So 1-0 to the Algood pitcher. But Kennedy showing some range out there in right field, able to move over near the line to make the catch for the first out. That one bounces in for ball 1 to even the count, or rather take the count 2-0. Now to Fowler. Fowler stepping back in. 2-0 pitch from Burns. This one a swing and a miss for strike 1. Take the count 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Waylon Fowler. 2-1 pitch. That curveball just missed him. It didn't miss him. Caught the sleeve. Is about all it caught, but that's enough to be hit by the pitch. So a runner at first base now for Algood. Second time they've had a runner on in the game. They stranded the runner in the first inning over at second base. Now Luke Caldwell will bat for the Redskins as he'll step in to hit from the left-handed batter's box as Caldwell to bat for the first time. He hits in the 7 spot for Algood. Burns, first pitch, swing and a miss. That high fastball for strike one as Caldwell couldn't catch up to it, and the count goes 0-1. Now to the Algood shortstop. Caldwell stepping back in. Throw over to first, not in time, as back safely is Fowler. Is that still Fowler out there? Do they have a courtesy runner for the Redskins? No, it is Fowler staying out there for Algood. Runner goes. This one going to be hit into left field. Left fielder shielding his eyes. We'll see it drop. That's going to be a base hit. He couldn't find it in the sun, just lost it. That time in the sun is out there. Dominic Cook couldn't track it down. That's going to be a single for Luke Caldwell, and runners at first and second now for Algood. That's their first hit of the day into left field, and that sun field right now is a tough one with the angle where that was hit. You're looking right into that sun, and Cook couldn't find that one. Now the throw over to second. No, he fakes to second, but Fowler is back safely. The batter's box, Nathan Dyer hitting left-handed for Algood. A runner in scoring position with only one out for the Redskins here. This one going to be grounded down toward the third base dugout. It's going to be in foul ground, so the count 0-1 to Dyer. So Burns trying to dig his way out of a little hole here with runners at first and second. The 0-1 pitch. That one catches the outside part of the plate for call strike two. Pretty pitch there. The left-hander just painting the outside part of home plate. The count 0-2. Burns again will look out to second base. Doesn't make the throw as Raines holding him on out at second. So there's a big hole there in the shortstop area. This one hit that way, and that's through for a base hit. Good piece of hitting right there by Algood. Cook can't field it cleanly. That's going to let Fowler come in to score without a throw. And it's going to be a single for Nathan Dyer. It will be an RBI for Dyer as he hits it on the left side. Fowler coming in to score from second. Caldwell will hold up at second base. So Algood is on the board to tie the game at 1 apiece. Now batting, the number 9 hitter, Lofton Crouch, stepping in to hit for Algood. First pitch to Crouch. This one going to be hit foul on the left side into the net for strike one. So 0-1 to Crouch here in the top of the second. Algood answering the run by Overton County in the bottom of the first. Still runners at first and second for the Redskins with one out here in the top of the second. The 0-1 pitch. That one right down the middle for call strike two. So 0-2 to the number 9 hitter. Then back to the top of the order for Algood. Unless they can turn a double play here to get out of this inning for the Wildcats. The 0-2 pitch from Burns. Swing and a miss for strike three. Threet didn't hold it. They'll say he's out. First base was occupied, so he is out on the strikeout. The Frontier Chevrolet strikeout. Third strikeout of the game by Corbin Burns, out number 2 here in the inning. Now we're back to the top of the order with Gabe Alvarez, the batter for Algood. He lined out to the pitcher on a hard hit ball to lead off the game. On the second pitch of the game, Burns made a great defensive play to get him out. Throw over to third is not in time as Caldwell has moved down to third. Dyer at second base for Algood. On that strikeout, they were able to move as it got away from Threet for a moment. Alvarez looks at ball one there. Take the count 1-0. He'll step back in. Left foot, the heel on the very front line of the batter's box. That one misses outside for ball two. Good job by Threet. Backhanding that one to keep it from getting away and keep the runner at third base. 2-0, though, to Alvarez. First base is open with 2 outs now in the top of the second inning. 1-1 here between Overton County and Algood. 2-0 pitch from Burns. That curveball breaks right back in at the knees for strike one. Alvarez a little disappointed there as he saw that one break back inside at the last moment. The count goes 2-1. 2-1 pitch from Burns. That one will be called strike two. So the count evens up at 2-2. Down to the second baseman for Algood. 2-2 pitch from Burns. That one bounces in, gets away from Threet. The runner will try to come in to score, and he will. Coming in from third will be Luke Caldwell, as that one got away from Threet behind the plate. And Algood with their second run of the inning will take the lead now at 2-1. Pitch was a ball to Alvarez to make the count full now at 3-2. Nathan Dyer moving down to third base for Algood. Slide covered up home plate completely. Home plate umpire take a moment to clean a little bit of the dirt off of home plate. Say between innings, he'll probably do a little more housekeeping there at home plate. 3-2 pitch from Burns. This one hit foul down the right side. Will drop back behind the first base bleachers here at Pat Swallows Field. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events with Overton County hosting Algood here today. Second home game for the Junior Wildcats. Our first coverage of junior high baseball here on Overton Events. Happy to be here this evening. Pretty good day for baseball as this one bounces off the dirt. Took a funny hop. Dillon will field it at second. He'll throw to first for out number 3. Is Ogletree able to dig that one out of the dirt? It'll go 4-3 with Colin Dillon to mark Ogletree for the third out of the inning. But Algood gets a couple of hits. They score a couple of runs. We are through 1.5. It is Algood 2, Overton County 1. We move now to the bottom of the second inning as leading off for Overton County, Kason Kennedy, the right fielder for the Junior Wildcats. First pitch going to catch the outside part of the strike zone for strike one. Kennedy made a great defensive play in the top of this second inning to get the first out of the inning. Then Algood adds a couple of runs, or scores a couple of runs, swinging a miss there on a big cut by Kennedy to make the count 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. This one fouled off the plate to stay alive for Kennedy. as he'll step back in there. The 0-2 pitch. This one fouled off the inside part of the leg. Might have got him down around the ankle. That's a tough place to take a foul ball, but it stays 0-2, and Kennedy stepping right back in there for Overton County, so it probably didn't get him there on the ankle. May have got on up the calf of Kennedy. The 0-2 pitch. Looks at call strike 3. Tough pitch there on that curveball from Fowler, as that's out number 1 here in the second inning. Now Grayson Phillips will step in to hit. Phillips plays center field for Overton County. First pitch going to be grounded on the third base side. Third baseman fields it cleanly. Long throw, and he beat it out. That's good speed down the base paths by Grayson Phillips with an infield hit as he grounded it deep to the third baseman on the left side of the infield and able to beat it out, going speedily down the first base line. And now a runner at first base for Frankie Guerrero, the left fielder for Overton County, as Guerrero will step in with the runner on first and 1 out. Throw over to first. Runner goes as the first baseman will make the throw to the shortstop, and he's safe. A little confusion on both sides that time, as I'm not sure Phillips really wanted to go, but the throw behind him, he was able to move down to second and steal the base. Then the throw went well over the head of the second baseman that was covering. Phillips stopped for a second about 4 feet from the bag. Then the shortstop caught it. Then Phillips just took a couple of steps and stepped on second base, and he's safe. And they're in scoring position now for Frankie Guerrero. First pitch to Guerrero. That one going to be called strike 1 at the knees to the 9-hitter. Then back to the top of the order for Overton County with Colin Dillon on deck for the Wildcats. Runner goes. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. The throw down to third is going to be well over the head of the third baseman. Dillon going to try to come in to score, as it's not Dillon. It's going to be Phillips coming in to score. Aggressive base running as he'll steal third base. Then the error is going to let him come in to score from third and tie the game at 2 apiece now, as they may be going to bring a sub in, I think, here in just a moment. But the game tied now at 2 apiece. That one catches the inside part of the plate for call strike 2 to Guerrero. So it's 0-2. That's good aggressive play by Grayson Phillips to tie the game at 2 apiece, and that's strike 3 on Guerrero. So second strikeout of the inning, and now a new batter for Overton County, number 40, up to bat. That is Hayden Staggs, the new batter. He'll hit it off the end of the bat to the second baseman. Second baseman up with it. Throw to first is going to be in time for out number 3. So Overton County gets a hit. They score a run, but the last out recorded by the second baseman as it goes from Alvarez to Teeters for out number 3. But another run by Overton County ties the game at 2 apiece. We're through 2 complete. It's Overton County 2, Algood 2. Back for the top of the third in just a moment. We move now to the top of the third inning as stepping into hit now for Algood will be Austin Teeters, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters up to begin this third. This one hit to the left side. Good play over at third base by Guerrero on the line out to the third baseman on first pitch swinging by Austin Teeters. But Guerrero just a half step to his left will make the catch for out number one and one away here in the top of the third. As stepping into hit now will be Kellen Manier. Manier batting from that left-handed batter's box. This one hit sharply on the left side, and that's through for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there by Manier as he was first pitch swinging as well. And he found the hole there and moves quickly down to second base. Just never slowed down around first and just kept going all the way to second base. And now a runner in scoring position for Nate Meadows for Algood. As Meadows to step in. The runner at second and one out here in the top of the third. The game is to 5 innings in junior high baseball. That curveball, pretty pitch right there, had him frozen as it broke back over the middle part of the plate for strike one. The count goes 0-1. As Burns stepping back in. The 0-1 delivery. This one a swing and a miss for strike two. We do want to say that somewhere down on Daytona Beach, Andrea and Randy Rost watching us. Andrea, the uncle of Nathan Raines over at shortstop for Overton County. They're kicked back down in Daytona watching us. We're happy to have them watching us as the runner goes. Ground ball to shortstop and can't field it. That gets through and a run will come in to score. As Nate Meadows with the hit there as Manier will come in to score from second. And the go-ahead run for Algood will be scored by Manier as they'll go in front 3-2 now with one out here in the top of the third. And Miles Swallows to bat. These two teams played a good one the first game as Algood won 4-2 at home. First pitch to Swallows. That one misses high for ball one. So 1-0 now to Swallows. As he'll step back in. The 1-0 delivery, that curveball didn't break. They'll throw down to first. Ogletree, good job keeping it from getting by him. Pitch was a ball, so it's 2-0. That one gets by Ogletree there. Then Meadows has a chance to move down to second into scoring position again. The 2-0 pitch. That one misses outside for ball three. Excuse me, it is 3-0 to Swallows. He flew out to right field, his only other at-bat, so he's 0 for 1 on the day, but 3-0 here. Curveball misses for ball four. That'll let Meadows move down to second base. Swallows on the second walk of the game will be at first base as Coach Chad Burns going to go out and talk to his pitcher here with runners at first and second. We'll take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Cooper Recycling, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Milton Raines and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, W&O Construction, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, and B&R Metals. New pitcher out there for Overton County is going to be number 12 for Overton County, as that is Grayson Phillips moving into pitch for the junior Wildcats. We'll track the other defense, and we'll get them for you right after this. New pitcher now for Overton County is Grayson Phillips. Coming in relief of Corbin Burns. So Phillips, first batter he will face will be Waylon Fowler. The pitcher for Algood. First pitch going to get away from Threet, but not far enough for the runners to advance as it took a pretty good hop right back to him off the bricks here at Livingston Academy, and the count 1-0. Now to Fowler. He got their scoring started back in the second inning. Did Fowler? He was hit by a pitch. Came around and scored a run. Swing and a miss there on a big cut to even the count at 1-1. Algood 2 runs in the second, a run in here in the third, and they lead Overton County 3-2. As Overton County scored a run in the first, a run in the second for the Wildcats. Call strike 2 at the knees there to Fowler to take the count 1-2 now. To the right-handed hitter. Facing the right-handed throwing Grayson Phillips. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 1 on the day for Grayson Phillips. Out number 2 here in the top of the third is Luke Caldwell. Will bat now for Algood. As Caldwell will step in to hit for the second time. He singled and scored a run in the second inning. 2 away here in the third. That bird nest up on the top of the light standard at right field is that one right down the middle for strike 1. That makes a little very low flyover going into her nest up on top of the lights there. The count 0-1. The field umpire checking to see where she went. She went right over his head there. The count 0-1 now. This one hit back into the net to take the count 0-2. As Caldwell fouls that one straight back. And Phillips ahead in the count now 0-2. Trying to get out of this inning. As Algood has scored a run to take a 1-run lead again, 3-2 over Overton County. 0-2 pitch from Phillips. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts by Grayson Phillips coming in relief. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 5 in the game for Overton County pitching. We're through 2.5. It is Algood 3, Overton County 2. Back now for the bottom of the third inning as leading off for Overton County is Colin Dillon for the Junior Wildcats. Fowler is still out there for Algood. First pitch, swing and a miss by Dillon for strike 1, so the count 0-1 now to Colin Dillon. Now, I must have missed a rule. Can they bat 10 in this? Because when the other hitter came up to hit, it should have been in Dillon's spot. That one low for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. I guess the batter in the last one was. As the 1-1 pitch, that one's low for ball 2. So 2-1 now to Dillon. So I guess I didn't ask enough questions before the game tonight. So 2-1 from Fowler. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Take the count to 2-2 now to the Overton County second baseman. Dillon steps back in. 2-2 pitch. Did he foul it off? It gets away from the catcher. Dillon going to try to advance down to first base, and they'll throw down to first to complete the strikeout. In the inning for out number 1, as recovering to find it was Miles Swallows, throwing down to Austin Teeters down at first base for the first down of the inning. Now Corbin Burns will bat for Overton County with nobody on and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third, and Overton County trailing Algood by a score of 3-2. Here in the bottom of the third inning, Burns asks for time. They don't grant it, and the pitch is a strike to Corbin Burns. So 0-1 to the Overton County shortstop now as Burns steps back in. The 0-1 pitch. That one's low for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Burns. 1-1 delivery. This one hit foul. Ogletree having to get out of the way there in the on-deck circle down near the third base dugout, as he had to jump to avoid that one, as he is on deck, and the count goes 1-2 after that foul ball by Burns. One-two pitch from Fowler. This one hit well on the left side. That's down for a base hit. Burns with a 1-out single, as getting to it quickly out in left field is Manier, and Burns will be on first base now for Ogletree with the first hit of the day by Corbin Burns as he gets his first hit, and Mark Ogletree will hit now for Overton County. He singled, scored a run back in the first inning, scoring the first run of the game for the Wildcats. Time called over at first base as Burns putting on a sliding glove there at first. Now they're ready. Throw over to first, not in time, as diving back head first is Burns. Ogletree stepping in once again. This one going to be grounded to the second base side. Burns stuttered a little bit, but he will move to second base as that one grounded right at him. And Ogletree will ground it to second as Alvarez will field it and throw over to Teeters. It will go 4-3 for out number 2, but it will move Burns to second in the scoring position for Brody Threet. For Overton County, who doubled his last at bat, was stranded at third base. Threet stepping in to hit for the second time. Chance to tie this game up with a runner at second. Burns taking a short lead over there. They're holding him on with the second baseman on the bag there against Threet. Fowler, the throw to the plate is going to be low, gets away, but stays right there at home plate, as finding it pretty quickly was Swallows. It was low for ball 1 to Brody Threet, so it's 1-0. The Overton County catcher. 1-0 pitch. That one breaks back over the plate for a call, strike 1. Threet agreed with it. Knows that was a good pitch. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do with them. And that curveball there was a tough pitch to make the count 1-1. Time asked for and granted this time to Threet as he'll step out. Steps back in now for Overton County. One pitch. This one hit right back up the middle. Shortstop will field it. Throw to first base, going to be in time on a good play by the shortstop there for Algood. Luke Caldwell able to field that hard shot by 3. It'll go from Caldwell to Teeters for out number 3 in the inning. So Overton County gets a hit. They strand a runner. We're through 3 complete. It's Algood 3, Overton County 2. Grayson Phillips back out for Overton County. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible here on Overton Events. B&R Metals, Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, Livingston Regional Hospital, W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley and Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, and Cooper Recycling. It's 2-1 to Nathan Dyer, the leadoff batter for Algood, as he hits for the second time today. Phillips facing Dyer for the first time. This one fouled off at the plate to even the count at 2-2. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up in this fourth inning. Nathan Dyer to be followed by Lofton Crouch and Gabe Alvarez due up for Algood. As Dyer will step back in, he singled with an RBI back in the second inning. Plating their first run with that RBI. 2-2 pitch. That one kind of slipped out of the hands of Phillips as he takes a look at the fingertips there, and the count goes full now to Nathan Dyer. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the Algood right fielder. As Dyer will step back in now for Algood. 3-2 pitch. Caught the inside part of the plate for call, strike 3. Got him looking on the Frontier Chevrolet strikeout for the first out of the inning. That is strikeout number 6 in the game for Overton County pitching, and now Lofton Crouch will bat for Algood as he'll step into that right-hand batter's box. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. That's not Crouch, that's number 9. New player in there for Algood, Davin Brown, the pinch hitter for the Redskins. The 0-1 pitch, that one fouled off the plate for strike 2. So it's 0-2 to Brown. As Phillips quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. The 0-2 delivery, this one fouled back into the net to keep the count 0-2. He'll step back in. The 0-2 pitch, that one misses inside. Brown getting out of the way that time to avoid being hit by that pitch. As Brown, the pinch hitter, hitting for Crouch. We talked about Overton County batting 10. Algood bats only 9 to the Redskins. And that one's right down the middle for call, strike 3. Pretty pitch there by Grayson Phillips. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout. We'll get out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts by Phillips. And now Gabe Alvarez will face Grayson for the first time as Alvarez will step in to hit. He is the leadoff man for Algood. That one bounces in for ball 1. So 1-0 to Alvarez. Plays second base for Coach Kirk Dyer and assistant coaches Matt McDaniel and Chris Wallace. That one misses inside for ball 2. Fastball brushing him back a little bit at the plate to take the count 2-0. Algood 6-4 on the season. Overton County 6-3 on the season under head coach Chad Burns. Assistant coaches Chad Raines, Sherman Garrett, and Mike Smith. That one misses away for ball 3. So Phillips falls way behind in the count to Alvarez. Now 3-0. Alvarez stepping back in. 3-0 pitch. That one's right down the middle. He was taking all the way. Call strike 1 will take the count now to 3-1. Alvarez had to make him throw a strike with the 3-0 count. Now he'll probably be swinging away at anything close, but that's inside for ball 4. So the 2-out walk given up by Phillips. We'll put Gabe Alvarez on first base, and now Austin Teeters will bat for Algood. 2 away, though, here in the top of the 4th. Algood leading 3-2 this evening. Swing and a miss for strike 1 by Teeters. Pretty good day for baseball. We weren't sure that we were going to get it in. Looks like they didn't play the softball game today up at Livingston Academy that was scheduled, that had been rained out earlier. Throw over to first base, not in time, is diving back safely as Alvarez. It rained a lot on the west end of Livingston. Didn't really get here to Livingston Academy. Didn't get to the east side of the city of Livingston. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses high for ball 1. They'll throw behind Alvarez. That one gets away. Kennedy's going to get over there to field it, though, as he's backing up Ogletree. Pitch was a ball. That will even the count at 1-1. That's good awareness there by Kaysen Kennedy. Getting over there to be there to back up the throw from the catcher as he saw Threet come up out of his stance to throw behind the runner, and Kennedy there to hold him at first base. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2 to take the count 1-2. One-two pitch from Phillips. Swinging strike 3 for out number 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 9. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number 8 in the game. As all 3 outs recorded by way of the strikeout by Grayson Phillips. We're through 3 1/2. It's Algood 3 Overton County 2. We move now to the bottom of the fourth inning as Overton County going to bring in a pinch hitter here for Nathan Raines. His hitting will be number 32 for Overton County. That is Mason Bowles, the batter for the Wildcats. He'll face Fowler for the first time. First pitch to Bowles. This one fouled off for strike one to Mason. So he will come in to pinch hit for Raines. We'll see if he stays in to play center field. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. The game is to 5. Algood leading 3-2. Here's we begin the bottom of the fourth. The 0-1 pitch to Bowles. That one catches the inside part of the plate for call strike two. So 0-2 to Mason Bowles. The 0-2 pitch. One, did he foul it off? It got away from the catcher. Bowles got a chance to get down to first base, and he will. The throw will be backed up there by the second baseman as Alvarez over there to back up Teeters, but it will be a strikeout, but they didn't complete it. So a runner here for Overton County with Mason Bowles on at first. He's the tying run, and Dominic Cook. No, and another pinch hitter here for Overton County, number 14, Avery Walker, will bat now for the Wildcats as Walker steps in to hit for the first time for Dominic Cook. First pitch to Walker. This one hit into center field. Center fielder coming in will make the catch. Oh, Bowles got way off of first base. The throw over to first is not in time. They almost doubled him up, but Bowles able to get back as Walker lines out to center field for out number one, as a good break on the ball out there in center field by Nate Meadows as he'll come in to make the catch. Another pinch hitter here for Overton County as it's going to be number 99, Kason Kennedy. Will stay in there to hit for the Wildcats. Again, the tying run at first base. Kennedy rips this one down the left side, but hooks it foul and out of play, and the count goes 0-1 to Kason Kennedy. So a couple of pinch hitters to begin this inning for Overton County. As got a runner at first, one away here in the bottom of the fourth. Kennedy stepping back in. Fowler, quick throw to first. It gets away. Bowles going to stay right there, though, as it rolls to the fence. Teeters had that one go off the end of his glove. Able to get to it quickly enough to hold Bowles there at first. Now Kennedy will step back in. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses. Now the runner goes. Throw down to second base is going to bounce in, and he's safe. Bowles with the stolen base to move into scoring position. Pitch was a ball to even the count at 1-1 As that time the throw bounced in by Miles Swallows. The pitch actually pulled him up out of his stance, pulled him to his left, and that let it bounce in there. The 1-1 pitch. That one is low and away for ball 2. So 2-1 now to Kennedy. Tying run at second base. Now for the Wildcats as Kennedy will step back in. Fowler takes a look out to Bowles. He's being held on by Alvarez, the second baseman, all the way over there at second. Swing and a miss by Kennedy on a big cut to even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kason Kennedy as he'll step back in. Fowler again takes a look out to Bowles at second. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The runner will advance, though, as Bowles moves down to third base on the stolen base. The strikeout, though, will be out number 2 in the inning. And now Grayson Phillips with a chance to tie the game with a hit, with the tying run at third base as Mason Bowles has worked his way down there with some aggressive base running. Phillips stepping into that right-handed batter's box. Fowler. First pitch to Phillips. This one going to be bouncing down to third base. Third baseman up with it. It'll take a good throw. That's a high throw. Pulled him off the bag. He's safe, and a run will come in to score, and we're all tied up at 3. So an infield hit by Grayson Phillips as the third baseman, Lofton Crouch, couldn't make the throw across the diamond, pulled Teeters off of first base as Bowles will come in to score the tying run as we're all tied up at 3 on the RBI on the infield hit by Grayson Phillips. And now Frankie Guerrero will bat for over the guy. Or do we have another pinch hitter here? I think we do. I haven't seen a number. Wyatt Garrett will hit. Runner goes. Phillips trying to advance to second. Did they get him? They did. That's a good throw again by Miles Swallows as he throws out Grayson Phillips. It'll go 2-4 again as a good job by Alvarez on the other end. But Overton County ties it up. We're through 4 complete. It's Overton County 3, Algood 3 as we move to the top of the 5th. We move now to the top of the 5th inning as leading off will be Kellen Manier. First pitch was a strike. This one fouled in the net. I think the first pitch was a strike. It's not on the board. I was trying to get the defensive changes that Overton County has made, as they have made several of them. We'll give them to you as we go. It was a ball. It's 1-1 to Manier. Sounded good enough to be a strike when I wasn't looking. The 1-1 pitch there, strike 2 to Manier to take the count 1-2. Let's see now. Grayson Phillips still pitching for Overton County as he came on in relief of Corbin Burns. Brody Threet still catching. Curveball stays outside for ball 2 to take the count 2-2. Mark Ogletree at first base, Colin Dillon at second base, Corbin Burns at shortstop. The new third baseman is number 16, Wyatt Garrett. 2-2 pitch. This one hit into center field. Center fielder going back. That's over his head. That's down for a base hit. Mason Bowles, the new center fielder, will track it down at the wall. The runner rounding second, going to come into third. That one gets away. Will they hold him there? They will, with a triple to the wall by Kellen Manier, and the go-ahead run at third base with nobody out for Algood on the extra base hit by the Redskins. Is that their first extra base hit of the day? I believe it is for Algood. And, yes, they have all been singles before that, so a triple by Kellen Manier, and now Nate Meadows with a chance to put his team in front again. First pitch to Meadows going to be right at the knees for call strike 1. We told you Mason Bowles in center field. The new left fielder is Cole Smith, and the new right fielder is Ben Threet. The 0-1 pitch from Phillips. This one fouled down toward the Algood dugout. Stays out of there and keeps everybody safe, and the count goes 0-2. 0-2 to Meadows. Big-time triple by Kellen Manier as it two-hopped to the wall in left field. That probably went 275, 280 in the air from Manier. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout by Grayson Phillips for the first out of the 5th inning, as Phillips has already retired 6 by way of the strikeout. He and Burns have combined for 9 strikeouts on the game. Throw over to third, but diving back safely as Manier, as Garrett, good job getting to that one that he wasn't expecting a little bit, but able to field it and hold the runner there at third. Miles Swallows, the batter for Algood. First pitch misses high. They fake the throw down to third, but don't make it, as Threet just looking the runner back. The count 1-0 now to Swallows as he'll step back in. 1-0 pitch. This one grounded back up the middle. That's over the glove of Phillips, and it will be an infield hit by Miles Swallows, and it will be an RBI as Manier will come in to score on the single by Phillips, just out of the reach of Phillips there on the mound, as it wasn't 3 inches from the glove of Phillips, but Algood moves in front with that run, 4-3, and now Waylon Fowler will bat for Algood. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1 to Fowler. See, does the catcher stay in to run down there at first base? This one hit in the air in the infield. No, it's going to be foul and out of play, so the count 0-2 now to Waylon Fowler. I believe it's still the catcher out there running for Algood. Yeah, it will still be Miles Swallows out running. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout there to get the second out of the inning. Double-digit strikeouts for Overton County as they have retired 10 by way of the K. And now Luke Caldwell will bat. Algood has scored a run, though, to take a 1-run lead here in the top of the 5th. 4-3. Caldwell would love to help add to that. First pitch misses inside, gets away from Threet. The runner will try to move down to second. Throw not in time. As in safely is Swallows on the pass ball. It was a ball to Caldwell. And runner now in scoring position for Algood as Caldwell will step back in. He's 1 for 2 on the day. With a strikeout, he scored a run for Algood. This one grounded back to Phillips. Phillips will throw to first for out number 3. So it goes 1-3. Phillips to Ogletree for the third out of the inning, but Algood gets a couple of hits. The big one, a triple to the left field wall to lead off the inning. Manier comes in to score, and Algood leads it 4-3. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Overton County down to their last 3 outs as we move to the bottom of the 5th here at Livingston Academy. We move now to the bottom of the 5th inning. Wyatt Garrett to lead off for Overton County. Waylon Fowler still out there for Algood as Garrett to hit for the first time. He was at the plate when Overton County was retired. Swing and a miss there. May have fouled it off for strike 1. The count 0-1 to Garrett. Playing third base for Overton County. Algood leading 4-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. Garrett steps back in. Fowler has the sign. The 0-1 pitch, curveball misses inside to even the count at 1-1. Right under the chin of Wyatt Garrett. Garrett will step back in now for Overton County. They say 0-2 on the board. Foul tip there to stay alive. Now they've got it's 1-2 after that foul. 1-2 pitch from Fowler. Got him at the knees, looking for a call strike 3 for the first out of the inning. Now Hayden Staggs will bat for Overton County, so they are hitting 10 here. And Staggs will step in to bat for the second time today. Trying to keep Overton County alive here. They're down to their last 2 outs now. The pitch to Staggs. This one hit foul down the right side. The first baseman gives chase and foul ground, but it will drop over the fence for strike 1 to Hayden Staggs. He's the extra hitter for Overton County. Doesn't play in the field today. Staggs stepping back in. A 0-1 pitch from Fowler. This one grounded on the right side. Second baseman moving to his left. It gets through. Rolled right under his glove. Staggs will reach on an error on the second baseman as Alvarez couldn't get to that one as it went right under the glove. So a runner at first now for Colin Dillon. Tying run at first base for Overton County. Dillon represents the winning run for the Wildcats. Stags a pretty big lead. They'll throw to first as Teeters taps him on the top of the head, but Stags diving back quickly to first base to be back in there safely. Dillon trying to keep this inning going for Overton County. First pitch going to miss away for ball one. So 1-0 to Colin Dillon. 1-0 pitch. This one grounded on the right side. For the second baseman coming in. He'll fill this one. Can he get him? He does. But Dillon will move the runner as Alvarez will throw to Teeters at first base to get the second out of the inning. It will move Stags over into scoring position. So the tying run in scoring position for Corbin Burns. But Overton County down to their last out. So Burns trying to keep this one going here for the Wildcats as he'll step in to hit. With the runner at second base and 2 away with Algood leading 4-3. They're not really holding him on. The shortstop acting like they are. Burns asks for time. Steps out, takes a couple of cuts out of the batter's box. Burns will step back in. Fowler is went the entire way for Algood. First pitch to Burns. That one misses away for ball one. That's a good job by the catcher, Miles Swallows, backhanding that one to keep it from getting away and holding Stags down at second base. The 1-0 pitch from Fowler. That one hit him. Hit Burns. So a base runner that way, hit by the pitch. And runners at first and second now for Overton County for Mark Ogletree. Stepping in to hit for the Wildcats. So Burns at first base. Hayden Stags down at second base. Coach Chad Burns going to talk to his hitter right here with runners at first and second. 2 away here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Said step up and have some fun, big guy, as this is your chance to get a big base knock here and help your team. First pitch to Ogletree, hit him. Back-to-back hit batsman by Waylon Fowler, and the base is loaded now for Brody Threet. So Ogletree hit by the pitch, and now Coach Kirk Dyer going to go out and talk to his pitcher. While he does, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors: Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, B&R Metals, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, W&O Construction, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley and Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Dobbin Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, and Cooper Recycling. Fowler going to stay in for Algood. Brody Threet will step into the batter's box. Bases loaded for Threet. So the winning run at second now for Overton County. First pitch to Threet. That one misses inside for ball one to Threet. Tying run is at third base for Overton County. There goes that bird across again, flying very low. I get fascinated by the bird a little bit. The 1-0 pitch. That one low for ball two. Good job by Swallows keeping it there at the plate to hold the tying run at third. The Stags down there for Overton County, 2-0. These are going to take a moment to clean off home plate. Somebody was nice enough to give him a broom there, the home plate umpire. Two and 0 to Brody Threet. As Stags reached on an error, a couple of hit batters by Algood pitching, and the base is loaded now for Brody Threet. 2-0 pitch. That one called strike one on the outside part of the plate to take the count to 2-1. Threet stepping back in for Overton County. Algood leading 4-3 here in the bottom of the fifth. Two-one pitch from Fowler. This one hit on the right side, but right to the first baseman, Teeters, who'll leap and make the catch. Oh, it was hit hard, but right at Austin Teeters, and he'll make the catch for the third out of the inning as it's a line out to third base, and that will be your final score. Algood wins it by a final score of 4-3 here tonight as the Redskins get the win as they sweep the season series over Overton County with the win. Algood moves to 7-4. With the loss, Overton County drops to 6-4. Again, your final score is Algood 4, Overton County 3. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. For Tyler Maxwell, this is Craig Cantrell saying good night from Livingston Academy.